update. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down.
Said. Main underscore dude is now live. Streaming EA Sports College Football 26. Streamed by RTMP, OBS, Vmix, Zoom, with Restream.
Another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Dropping back. It's Manning. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. The
Ripped underscore and underscore chipper.
But what a play here by this
They're
receiver
EJS.
for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay, more recently in the slot.
Underscore and underscore
they
chipper.
really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
Ripped underscore and underscore chipper.
The second half. That's the kind of play they needed
How is
to
it
give
so
them a
far?
spark.
Pretty good. Even though they're down in this game,
I'm winning, so that
something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Ripped underscore and underscore chipper. Said.
Yes, I'm on Heisman difficulty, which is the highest difficulty.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I ain't no B.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job.
I'll prove it too tomorrow. Look at this. Settings, right? Difficulty. Is somewhere. Probably. Skill level Heisman, so you know. Prove it.
Back there.
Check the Carfax.
Tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
My man.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the catch. Can he get
What?
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game.
What? Oh my.
Because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. From the shotgun, drops back.
Well.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas.
It's not me.
I think the drop back here really fools this defense at the goal line. Good call by the offensive coordinator to give the quarterback options. You could see the defense kind of on their heels. So the quarterback decided to take off, and he was just too quick to get to
That's all right. We wanted him to score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Tulane's whooping Northwestern, 24-0.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return.
But this is, we get a cut. This is a terrible first game of this to figure out how to the game works. We get an FCS school next week, and then we play University of Ohio. So we get a break after this.
Makes the catch. It's Tate. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that first down.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Ant.
Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff.
Hey, good block, 15. Way to get out there.
Corralling for no gain.
Wow.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So 2nd and 10.
Where's number 4? Hey, number 4, win a route. Do something.
Tie game in the third quarter. Scanning the field. It's saying. That's reeled in. It's Tate. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Kill! Sit.
And here's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Jeremiah, what are we doing? You don't think we got people on this field?
They missed a field goal on their last drive.
Got to
do something here on 3rd down to get back in range.
I like that they're moving.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Now I need to know how that fat fuck kept up with him on that route.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this.
If I see a D lineman on a receiver, that should be a completion 10 times out of 9.
Really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do.
Look how fast that shit's going. I ain't making this.
So on 4th down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance.
Get in there.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it
Let's
away.
get a stop defense. What do you say? Let's get wicked with it.
He'll bring it out from his end.
Come here, boy!
Returner brought down.
Killed him.
Sets up the next drive.
How are you hurt?
Looks like a player is down.
What did you do?
At that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll try the ground game here.
Not there. Hey.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the
stunt there at the D-line.
Let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Sticking with the running game.
Oh, fuck.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And a player is down injured after that last
Dropping
play.
like
We'll
flies.
take a timeout while they check him out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Some pass coverage, yeah. I think that's what we want.
Now it's second down here. The shotgun running play call.
Yeah. There we go.
It's a loss of 2.
Third down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not
Yes,
where you want
pass.
to
They
be
got
against
a
this
pass here.
defense.
Third
Third
and
and long. Dropping back. It's Manning. He'll try a pass here.
Can we get...
Tight end makes the grab. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They call the
There we
counter
go.
here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss.
Attaboy, Edric.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the tackle is made as time
Right
runs
into
out
3.
in the third
Third and
quarter.
6 coming up.
Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far.
4 third down conversions.
We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field.
Let's get the ball and let's go
They
fucking
kick it
score.
away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. On the run, it's Peoples. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Third and 1.
The broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the first down.
He didn't
Did
fucking
not
get it.
get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed.
I mean,
that
I
time.
guess.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Not get a fucking
They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the
Green
field.
out.
see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. Can we run off 3 minutes?
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32.
Bingo.
Chewing clock with the running game. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play.
I tried to throw it.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What does that make it? 3rd and 12?
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense.
They're the one-on-one.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And the returner heads out of bounds. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense able to hold it.
How are all players getting hurt?
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
And they haven't had
Second
a single
down after that run on the previous play.
Math up.
And the same runner's got it again. That run
Am I not keeping guys fresh?
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally with the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the 1st down.
Set. Close.
Second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late.
So what are we in? What's the defense?
Here will be from
I don't like
60.
this.
Can he get there on the ground? That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Nice 1st down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice 1st down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence and can wear that defense down psychologically.
That's what I do.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. The defense smothers him for no gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Baxter. Touchdown.
Oh, jeez. I see how defense is going to be in this game. Non-existent. Minute 6, 3 timeout.
Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Sayan. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
We got defensive tackles keeping up with our quarterback on the run.
Well, this is it. Late
Makes
game,
sense.
really
Makes
situation.
sense.
This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They move the six. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Looking for a man. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, and he could not hold on.
Are you joking me?
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
But they can't make the... Ball's incomplete.
Hey, ref. Come here. Hey, ref, come here. See this move here? You can't tackle a dude. No.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here.
You can't do that, sir.
Game in a drive where they need points. This
Sir.
quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple
Jeremiah,
plays
dude,
to
you
go to,
fucking
whether it's a
suck.
run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
You fucking suck.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. This could be the game here. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Graham. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
One timeout.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now.
Why would you come back?
That's caught. It's Smith. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get
Did not
set.
get those chains set that fucking
Back
fast.
to pass. It's Sayan.
Nice pick. Yep. God damn
It's
it.
intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. And the defense is going to win this game.
Oh, shut up,
Any
bitch.
chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Piece of shit. I hope you die.
Rip
That's the kind of
underscore and
matchup we
underscore
hope for.
chipper.
This team came in.
What was good about it?
GG. Ripped underscore and underscore chipper. Said. That's rough.
What, the molestation of my receivers? The molestation of my defense? What part was rough? That they legalized rape? Yeah, that's pretty bad. You can't do that. Also, I need to go in the settings and change something because the fact that I had a backup running back get tired after being touched twice, that can't happen. Like, I don't care. You can't go down after being hit twice. Like, if that's who you are, get the fuck off the field, dude. You're a pussy. No one wants you. Get out of here. Right? Mathematically. You want a guy who gets hit twice and cries about it? Nah, get over here. Get out of the fucking league, dude.
What a scene. A spectacle. A cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy. And it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store.
We're putting up 60 on these
Welcome
fuckers.
to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Columbus, Ohio, and the old
Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy.
Scholarship.
Yeah, fuck that. Lifer those. We'll take him out back. Old Yeller. Pussy. See how that flies on this football field.
Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put
Be a man!
And the season will get underway. Here's the return from inside his tent. He gets a block.
Oh, I wasn't kidding. We're putting up 50.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Hey, people still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And with the This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it.
Like default.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The groupers get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper.
There you go, girl.
Finding open areas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense has the ball for the first time.
Jeremiah, you better do a lot better than you did last week. At least 3 fucking drops.
This guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Buddy, it's been
And that's so tough.
It's been 3 snaps.
Get inches, but I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And now on second down for this offense. The RPO fired complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
That's the goal.
It's the catch. It's ball.
I think that's who you are.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
Change the play.
Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Bulldozes his way through. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Still looking on the move. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
What was that?
Smashes through the tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the
That was the worst dive attempt at a tackle I think
New set of downs after the completion. Give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work, so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
They go to the ground. Finds a little space.
Get out there.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Good boy.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Snags it quickly on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. That's reeled in. It's Tate. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gets the back moving. On the option. He'll pitch it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. The option look. He'll toss it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Thurman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Lets it fly.
Oh, Julian.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Julian.
And it's incomplete.
Hey, bud.
Some serious arm strength shown there.
Hey, bud. Let's get that head out of our ass and into the game, all right?
Over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in
they
the
do
first
not
half.
know
We just haven't
do
seen it in
it.
the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The groupers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to be.
The Buckeyes come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sayin. Right on the money. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been...
We're on pace for 50.
They'll put this one in play
But the thing
first
is,
snap
at what
of the
point
drive
do we
from the
put in the
25.
backups?
Gives it on the option.
Save their health.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the groupers will hustle to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
See if we can't score
Quick
again.
timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Tate. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 43. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man front.
Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Oh, we had two
Good
number
job
20s
by
on the
the
field at the same
coverage
time.
unit
That's
to stop
illegal.
the return
I've done the
man.
flag. All right, cool.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
All right,
That's the end of
35-0
the
at
second
the
quarter.
half.
That means it's time
Good,
to join Kevin
but the
in our
score is
halftime
pretty
update.
bad.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going
I
down
don't know if we
in
pulled
Columbus today.
the starters at 42,
And this offense has been
49.
the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game.
I don't know if they'll pull them automatically. but
The drive starts
still
from
out
their
there
own
on the
25-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Runs through a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the boot.
Oh, fuck. I thought I handed it off.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football.
They'll start this drive from the 42.
Up.
To throw, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Pound that rock! Pound it! Just pound it.
To make positive yardage, now 3rd and goal from the 2. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Pound it!
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they
feel bad for beating up on the little guys, but, you know, we deserved it after last week. Is there a way to... How do I...
They'll put this
I want
one
to
in
put our
play for a
backups
snap
in,
of the drive
so
from the
like, no one gets
25.
hurt. I know that's a thing. I just don't know how to do it.
Handoff from the gun. Wide open.
Watermelon!
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a
got the watermelon
missile coming in there.
I want more drive as a starter since it's
looking downfield. It's Sayin.
Be ashamed, man.
They'll run the screen. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game.
Our next game might be similar to this.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's People. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
I don't like it when they pull up the
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra
It's
point
good.
just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Now we'll definitely find out how to coaching. Mass sub backups. This will insert your backups at every position for offensive. We don't need to get anyone hurt out here. I mean, yeah, we're having fun, but you know, it's a long season ahead of us. You know, long season.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard
Downs
line.
is still in the field, but just at different positions. So,
He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the groupers come to the line.
and hey, you never know, these backups, they might have to come in for a national championship game or
Off
something.
the play fake.
Someone might get banged up, and we need him to...
Lost one deep down the right side.
Look at that. That might be a championship right
They
there.
weren't just trying
You
to
might
move
need to
the
make that
chains.
play.
They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You never
The
know.
groupers send out the punt unit.
I don't even know. Who the fuck's our... Who's going to be on our offense for backup?
Makes the catch and now looking
He's
for
a quarterback.
just a little bit of daylight.
Who run the ball?
They'll put the ball in
Lincoln
play from their own 30-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the
We do need to
32.
score, though. At least a field goal here to
Picked
get
up
that
2
50.
yards on that last one. They need 8 on
what I
2nd
said
down.
before the game was gonna happen. Some backups receivers.
Looking to fire.
Guys, we're fucked. No.
Bringing the heat. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Block.
There he
Turn
goes.
upfield.
Turning on the Jets.
Well, juke move.
20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30 plus.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What is that? Don't ever do that again. No.
Young fella. You
No.
know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. And the returner will be knocked down. His drive will open.
I thought
from
I
the
told you to
15.
get off the field.
To the ground with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Is I want to play here?
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It's a seam wide open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming
15
game
passing
stats
yards
through
for the
3.
groupers tonight.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if
Oh,
anything
my.
memorable can come from this one.
That's
so
not
1st down
good.
will open up the final period. Right back to the well.
Come here, boy.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh, they got their backups in
Back
this
to
guy.
throw, it's Wicks. Rushes on him. Pass rush coming after the
Like, I know you're a
quarterback,
starter.
and they get him at the 32.
What are we
And
doing?
how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
Nice little touch pass.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Get our bounce. Don't take any big shots here. We don't want anyone to die.
To the cross midfield and down to the 46. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Gets it past the marker. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
We got Bo Jackson as RB3. I mean, that's...
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. This junior making
that's
his
almost
presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock.
Bo Jackson.
This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. When you know you have a team out in class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better, you know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game.
Man, it's just tease, you know. recruiting next week when we take on the Ohio Bobcats. It's a pretty tough one. Let's take a look at these recruits. Not really. Halfbacks. He likes us. We're number one on his board. We'll throw some more hours on it. Receiver 5-star. Hard sell. We'll take off this. Hard sell on championship contender. This is that one. You can also get him in on a visit against. I think we beat Penn State. I mean, yeah, but. Oh, that ain't good. Was that the one you really liked, or what's this? This is the corner we really want to get. How we? Oh, it's looking good too. That's an Oregon on this guy. Edge rusher. Heisman want. There we go. Jalen Daniels, someone else. Jade Mayava. This game should also be easy, but we'll see.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Powell. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's... 43. Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end
Boys,
zone.
we good?
Out of the gun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's
looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The Bobcats are
Trying to
leading.
pick up a first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. It's a running room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Set up for second and short after that completion. Back to pass. Makes the catch.
Third and inches.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Buckeyes are facing third and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Carnell takes out for
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. wide receiver going in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal.
Oh my Lord, Julian saying.
Shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one down.
I mean, we scored, but like, oh my, Jeremiah's wide open in the back of the freaking end zone, man.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
We gotta have those.
Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Run the ball well this game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Blocked a little bit for me.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Got his man downfield. Open space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
I mean, we took away
now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing.
There he goes. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And after that last sack, man, you just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, going up top. He tries to take the top off.
Oh, what a catch.
Right. He found
I wanted to lead him upfield,
and
so
he
he
gets
didn't
it to
have
the
to
39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Now we're not.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Yeah, I figured a sky kick would go
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
They only got 10 points on Ohio in the 1st half.
The give to the single back.
Go down.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
That's not a 1st down.
That can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He'll do it himself.
Oh, come on. You're not outrunning Caleb Downs, dude.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's got it on the right. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. That thing would have.
We got to get some points in for the half. We cannot go into the locker room tied.
And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone.
Yeah.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I mean, I guess he led him a little far, but my.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack.
Man, we're getting
36.
screwed.
A lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far.
Yeah, we got it.
They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
The Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half.
We gotta do something. We cannot be
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball.
We gotta do something.
Coming from their own 24. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Working the middle, it's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. That's caught, it's ball. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. on the run, it's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play
Ripped
there.
Underscore and
They
underscore
got nothing
chipper.
on the last play. It's second and 10.
This game is pretty dope,
Now
really.
the play fake.
Yeah.
Buying some time as he moves left.
Jordan, you got it.
And maybe
Get
he'll
out.
get back to the line of scrimmage.
You gotta be able to outrun a D-tackle. I mean,
Well, just nowhere to go.
You can't be a quarterback
It was
and, you
collapsing.
know.
Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent.
Going over the top.
hey, you caught one!
Inside the 20.
Hey.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I was playing like we should be playing against Ohio.
And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And the
I mean, do we
explosive play,
just
and they're
not-
on the move all the way to
Okay.
the 44.
Play action
We
does
just man up
so
and
many
play and
things.
just say,
When
hey,
you
we're
run the
better than
football and
Right?
have success,
I think-
it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive
they're
line,
finding
they're
holes
thinking
in the
run as
zone,
well.
so
Slows down the
it's,
pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to
Say hey.
develop routes and make it really easy. on
I
the
think
quarterback.
I'm better than you.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bobcats will move the sticks.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
Thought he
but
was staying in the
you
block.
get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes
Maybe
one
I'm the
play for
problem.
this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Like I'm supposed to be in the middle of the defense,
He
and
rolls
I'm
all
just,
the way
I don't know
down
where I
the
end up.
5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Catch in the middle. It's Gossett. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, let's block
And
this.
here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. That's caught. It's Graham. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary.
Jeremiah!
Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number
targets
of
for
targets
Jeremiah,
we've
7
seen.
Brandon, 3 for Max Claire, 2 whatever that dude's name was, Dylan Graham, Graham Crackers.
Rift_and_chipper said, "Oh you oh yeah."
No, that's bad.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
How the fuck?
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Rift_and_chipper said,
They absolutely
BRB
had to
got a
have
shower.
that third
All right,
down
let me
to
watch.
keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bobcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it
flag on the
into
play,
the end
though.
zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offensive pass interference on the tight end.
And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man. It's Jordan. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The handoff, keep working on that clock. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work work his way up to the 42. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's got the back in the middle. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably...
The game was ugly. That game was very ugly. I mean, 24-13 against the... Oh, Jose Espinosa, quarterback 5-star out of Texas commits. As does 5-star receiver Britton Keene out of Kentucky. As does D'Angelo Quick. Okay, 2 5-stars and a 4-star already in the class. 2 chimps. Not bad. That should give us a lot of hours actually to mess around with. On this guy. No, we're the only ones that really want him. That's kind of crazy. Then we got Rashawn Thomas. We're barely ahead of him. Hard selling. say what his deal breaker is anyway. Brand exposure, so that's probably one of his things. So yeah, it probably is this one. Go 4 big recruits, 2 5-stars, 2 4-stars. As we travel to Washington for our first road game.
Ripped_N_Chipper said, EA Sports, it's in the game. Ripped_N_Chipper said, share stream. Ripped_N_Chipper said, this racial slur out here looking like a Teamia version of Ryan Day. Ripped_N_Chipper said, hard R.
Yeah, they don't have face scans in this game for the players or the coaches, so they just kind of had to make them, and that's Ryan Day. In the flesh. First road game, this is scary. What are we gonna do, Lily? How do we do this? How do we win?
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one.
Okay.
Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great team.
We're going.
These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Good run.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Yeah, pound it, pound it.
They knock him down after a pickup of 5.
That's what Ryan's saying on the headset. Pound it, pound them.
Error is so small.
They can't match up when you pound them.
It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously, in the Big Ten, to make your first state.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year.
Pound it! Pound it!
Today. That's what makes this game so critical.
From the red zone, it's Ball. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times
they're soft up front. Pound
it.
What? No.
Defensive linemen to try to move them out of the way.
Oh,
my God. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be.
What do you mean you're out? You just
came back from last
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off.
They're so used to pounding.
Just getting what he can get. Right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
Like, oh, they're going to pound it again.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Dances away.
Oh, JK quarterback pound it.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra.
Good first drive. Good opening drive on the road.
Moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other
9
plays together.
76 yards. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Now, can we play some defense this week? Please.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice.
Not a hot
there.
start.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Finds his man. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Whoa, what is, oh my God! Hey, short.
There were some
good fucking tackle, Seth.
He finally stops him short of the marker.
Penny. Watch out, they might try to pound it.
Early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive.
Damn.
The Huskies get enough for the first down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Restream. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play.
Your boundary
back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Can't get into the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
Fuck, I missed, dude. I missed again.
Oh, my loose.
Okay, this dude's a problem.
Past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back.
I don't know what we do about that.
Quarterback
held
on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position. And the running back sold it. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Safety depth.
You don't tackle a big back like that with one guy. This is the
load
guy
up
that you better be flying to the football. Everybody grabbing on, holding on for dear life until your teammates get there. Big backs like this are just hard to get on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face
3rd and 5, but the way they've been going,
they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
I don't like that. Because you might get it. And that's a problem.
They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options. A first down or a touchdown. They'll send the tight end in motion.
They're pounding it! Did it?
Going right back to...
My God, that dude's a problem. Check me down again.
Give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Thing is, they can't stop our run game.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
3rd and 2. Yeah. Get bubble.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats.
Oh, look at the pooch. 3rd and 2, I mean, yeah, pound it.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
He's been in 2 plays this game. He got hurt at the beginning of last week. Like that.
To the ground, he's got it again.
He's played 2 snaps.
And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, is he hurt too, or what?
The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Some would say we're an absolute unit.
Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Let's see if Jeremiah can't sneak behind him.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Floating away. A strike downfield.
Oh, don't.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
How are you downfield? Why?
So
What are
the
you
decision
doing?
has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here
Who's
comes
this
the
for?
offense on first down.
Why is it not?
The snap sets up to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
36.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Make the field goal. 10-7. I'm okay with. It's just, man, we got to be able to get a stop. We got to stop their running back. He's been the only one doing anything.
Off the play fake on first down.
Even
That's caught.
like, oh my
Gets
God!
away from one. He's got space.
What are we doing?
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there.
Where's his
These
wear
guys
and
are
tear?
trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The play action fake. Caught in the
There you
backfield.
go.
It's Coleman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Sack.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
I mean, we got to get a
Now, a lot
stop
of work
here.
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets rid of it. Got his man. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's looking deep. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Caught. Still on his feet at the 45.
That safety was
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there in this offense.
plenty of time,
is feeling
good
it.
field position.
The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. All down, but he has enough to move the the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The throw, catch.
Tight end. Touchdown.
Left a little more time than I wanted, but
a great catch and run.
I mean, match player wide open, back in the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Great start.
And the returner will be dragged down.
I mean, I don't want to...
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This lead in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum.
Hopefully they run the ball.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Okay. Got it, baby, Sonny.
And they get to the quarterback.
Timeout, Washington. Third down.
16.
I think we're still 40
Here's a
seconds
timeout
left.
on
So
the
it stopped
field.
here.
Tight game here late in the first half.
If they don't get this, we'll probably call
So
timeout.
it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Williams looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Good. So a couple tackles short of the
Wants to go up top on first down.
Good.
Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. Got a man.
Flag.
It's Evans. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
For a hold. Left tackle, accept that.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
We do lose the time, so.
Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's first and 20.
28 seconds. Contain.
Rides to back on the option. The give.
Tackle here.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack
up
to
7.5.
punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime
Box up
update.
the running back.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
30 rushes.
And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
This dude just being a demon. I mean, this play. What? Is it taunt?
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Fiend.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington.
We ain't going to bow down to nobody.
One possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to.
Go sack. 96, man, is having a year.
14-yard line. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's
Sophomore.
halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams will pass. Under fire.
And who else? Edric Houston. 3rd sack of the day.
Rough night for this offense.
30.5.
Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Offense is gaining momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
Not a baby Jeremiah.
Flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
First catch in the night.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Going for 6.
Max Clare, touchdown Buckeyes.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You
24-10.
extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job.
All right, 14-point lead now here in the second half. Feels
They'll
pretty
put
good.
this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
That's pretty good defense.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
1 yard.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There was just no way to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The short hands, it's Boston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See that Georgia Bama school.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man.
And there he is.
Down he goes.
Edric Houston.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Hauls it in. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Buys a little extra time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I'll take it in the 4th. 35.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play.
I like Jeremiah.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got his man quickly. Offenses gain momentum with third down.
I don't know what kind of coverage that was out there on Jeremiah, but like he had an out route. And dude literally just sprints on the snap to where the route goes. Is he hacking?
Like that, they've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down.
Oh, Max plays wide.
Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
39.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Part of me just believes Jeremiah can one-on-one take him.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone.
Is that crazy?
It's complete. So
Jeremiah.
close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved.
Touchdown.
Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That one probably does it.
They
That's
extend the lead here
31-10 in the
and after
4th.
stumbling
Probably
early,
a
about
dagger.
to push their record to 3-1. And the
Unless shit gets wild in the last 420 of the ball game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Okay, we probably, after this play, drop the safeties back to their normal depth.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boston.
Really too much of a threat in this
Makes the
situation.
grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
No, I got to leave it. He's having a hell of a game. He's got 4.5 sacks right now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Oh, I was running to that, too.
It's caught. Turning on the Jets. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
Where even are we?
Williams will pass.
Oh, that's wide open.
Hit as he throws.
That's fine.
Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Because we're still at 14. We have the ball. We recovered the onside. We're going to go shoot clock, and we're going to go ball carrier conservative.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not
Washington,
much running room there
31.
thanks to this senior defender.
Pick this up.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
We're going to go OPO. Alert motion swing.
They already have a comfortable
Check
lead up by
Carnell,
multiple
coming right to
possessions,
left.
but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Zone coverage. Should be open. It is open.
He's got it. 1st down and more.
Dude, he's been
They
hurt
bring him
every
down, but not
play he's
before
been on
he's
the
able to
field.
pick up the 1st down.
How?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
We're down.
And the defense stops him
Washington
just short of
their
the 1st
final
down.
timeout.
Maybe needed a few more
2:30.
chain links to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
He stopped
Dude,
at the 14-yard
how are you
line, and they'll
hurt
stay on the
every
attack from
play
there.
you play?
8th play of the
Every
drive
down
coming. It'll be a
fucking is on
3rd
the
and
field.
6. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You want us to go for this? Yes.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Nice clear. The sure
Gets it
hand
out
fell in.
fast. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because
Good
they got
road
it,
win.
it's a great
First
call.
road game.
After the stumble earlier
quarterback
this year, a
was
lot of
17,
people wrote this team off. People might be searching
Rushing
for spots
9
on the
for
bandwagon
35.
again now.
It
Yeah,
felt
I
like
give
a
this
lot,
coaching
man.
staff a lot of
5-34.
credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports
4.5
College
sacks.
Football.
Edric Hughes. That might be an Ohio State record. They were talking about Chase Young with 4 was the record. So I don't know if they're going to count the half. We will advance the week. And we get a 4-star tight end. W. 4-star defensive tackle. 4-star wide receiver. 4-star center. Okay, we'll take it. Edric Houston, Big 10 Defensive Player of the Week. Move up to number 6 in the ratings. Georgia beat Alabama.